Hi. Sometimes leadership standards are shaped by outdated expectations of what leaders are supposed to sound like, look like, or come from. Growing up, I experienced what it felt like when society quietly expected less from you. As a child, because of my effeminate voice and mannerisms, I was sometimes called a perde, a local term from my home province in the Philippines, which loosely means wasted. Coupled with coming from a poor family, there were moments when people assumed I should simply be content with limited ambitions and limited possibilities. But over time, I realized others people's expectations do not define your potential. As I later work across global organizations, I encountered different versions of those same assumptions. In some environments, there were visible moments of surprise that a Filipino, an Asian professional from what many still consider a developing country, was leading global teams, workshops, or transformation initiatives. I still remember one workshop where someone openly questioned, why is an Indio leading this workshop? Indio is the term used by the Spaniards to call Filipinos when the Philippines was their colony for 300 plus years. And while that moment stayed with me, it also reinforced something important, that leadership potential exists everywhere, even from developing nations. I've also received feedback over the years suggesting that because English is not my native language, and because I occasionally communicate differently, I lacked executive presence. And interestingly, I've heard similar stories from many professionals across different backgrounds. Sometimes what organizations defined as executive presence can unintentionally become narrowly shaped around dominant cultural expectations. Increasingly, research is exploring these dynamics too. Research from Coqual highlighted that multicultural professionals often experience tension between conforming to corporate leadership expectations and remaining authentic to themselves. At the same time, I want to be very, very clear. This is not about lowering standards. I believe deeply in operational excellence, accountability, innovation, discipline, and high performance. But I also believe leadership potential should not be limited by outdated molds of what leaders are supposed to sound like, look like, or come from. Authentic leadership is not about becoming someone else in order to succeed. Instead, it is about continuing to grow, maintaining high standards, and creating meaningful impact without disconnecting from who you are. That belief became one of the foundations of identity and impact, and the Alex principles: aspire, lead, empower, excel, without leaving yourself and others behind. If that resonates with you, I hope you'll join the circle and let's learn and grow together. Click the link below and join the circle.